If you're a graduate with a degree, you can do early childhood, primary or secondary education for 1 year, become a provisionally registered teacher, and you can do primary. You do a 3-year program. We have Huarahi Māori, which is a Māori immersion program, and we have an English medium program. And we teach the English medium and Huarahi Māori programs for BEd, both here at Epsom and at Taitokoro in Whangarei. And we teach the primary program here and at Taitonga in South Auckland. We try to have a mix of things that you do at university and things that you do in schools or centres on practicum experiences. So in a normal year, we have lots of time out in schools and centres for people to work backwards and forwards between being the teacher in a classroom and then learning more about how to do that here. We put a lot of emphasis on teaching as inquiry, so learning how to learn really as a teacher. We can't teach you everything before you start, but the idea is to have an orientation towards your teaching that means that when something doesn't work, you know how to try something new, you know where to find out more.
I think it's the opportunities. The opportunities are huge and vast. The opportunity, I guess, first to really develop that content knowledge, what it is you're delivering in your classroom. Then the opportunities for that practical application to be in the classroom and immersed in that kind of those dynamics. Behaviour management is something you can learn about in a lecture hall, but you're not immersed in it until you step foot in that classroom, which I think is a huge part. That practicum is absolutely massive in terms of opportunities. And then also the opportunity to reflect. So after being in that practical kind of environment, coming back, talking to your peers, to your lecturers, and developing that understanding of, okay, this is what I've done, this is what worked, this didn't work, and this is where I want to go from here. And as teachers, I think that's something you do continuously, is reflect and develop as you go.
Digital learning is part of all of our programs in a couple of ways. One is that in each of our courses, students are exposed to digital resources and pedagogies they can use, and we do use digital elements sometimes as part of assessments as well, so you have to learn and master some of those things in order to pass your assessments. But we're trying to increasingly use digital pedagogy ourselves to model that. And we have our students go into classrooms and schools and centres where people are using digital pedagogy, and they get a chance to use that with learners as well. We have qualifications that might sound a bit like they're teaching qualifications, but they're actually qualifications that don't make you into a registered teacher, but they do teach you a lot about the education area. We teach education into liberal arts, so you can major in education in an arts degree. We have a Bachelor of Early Childhood Studies starting in 2022, which is all about childhood and early childhood education and conceptualizations of childhood for people who are interested in early childhood more broadly, perhaps from a policy perspective, or owning, managing early childhood facilities. And then we have a degree for people who are interested in teaching English to speakers of other languages, so that looks at second language acquisition. Go for it. Education is a really interesting area. There's so many different places that you can take an education teaching degree, lots of skills that you learn a lot about yourself, and it's a lot of fun actually.
There's such a variety of things that you learn at uni and across the board, not just learning about different subjects, your regular, like your maths, your literacy, but things like educational psychology and the history of education, and just figuring out why we do things has been really helpful. One thing that I've learned while on practicum is definitely expect the unexpected. No two practicum experiences of mine have been the same, and you come across such a diverse range of students in every classroom that you walk into that have come from all different walks of life, and so you learn so much from every single student that you meet.
I chose the Bachelor of Education because my mates told me that the lecturers actually care about you. They know you as a person rather than just a number. The practicums were great because they gave me a tester of what I could expect in my future line of job.
I know this sounds cliche, but what I love about teaching is changing lives. helping students gain a different perspective about life.
I love my job and I love what I do. There is not a morning that goes by where I wake up and I don't want to go to work.
I remember when I just migrated from Fiji, there was one particular South African teacher. He made the transition here so much easier. So part of the reason why I wanted to become a teacher was so that I could help the next generation of kids the same way that he helped me.
I love my job as a teacher. No 2 days are the same, and I can make a difference. I can make a change. If you're choosing to study at the University of Auckland, just do it because the lecturers will provide you with all the support you need and the cohort is happy to help.
To all those that are thinking of doing the graduate diploma here at the University of Auckland, I say no mai, haere mai, welcome. We welcome you with open arms. Come, it's going to be a wonderful but hard journey, but there's going to be a lot of rewards there for you.